So, what do you do when your whole world feels like it's just falling apart? Today, we're diving into a really personal question about how to get through life's biggest storms. We're going to break down how a practice like meditation can be so much more than just a temporary fix. It can actually be the way you build an unshakable foundation for your entire life.
And this is the question that kicked this whole explainer off. It's raw, it's real, and it's a situation that so many people face in one way or another, right? A moment of intense personal crisis. And this isn't just about divorce. You can apply this to any high stress situation that just feels totally overwhelming. So, what's the answer?
The answer is a really clear yes. But, and this is super important, it's not some magic button you press to make the pain go away. Meditation isn't about a quick fix. It's about growing something much, much deeper and more permanent inside you.
So, let's start with the crisis itself. And then we'll explore why just getting through it is only the very beginning of the story.
This distinction is absolutely key. Look, can meditation act like a band-aid in a crisis? Yes, for sure. It can help, but its real power isn't just in patching you up. The real goal is to transform you into someone who is just permanently more resilient. It's a long-term practice for a truly lasting change. But how does it actually do that? What's the mechanism that makes it more than just a temporary fix? Well, it all comes down to one core concept. And that concept is inner silence. Now, this isn't about being quiet on the outside, it's all about what's happening inside. It's a state where you're not constantly being thrown around by every thought, every feeling, or every little bit of physical tension. It's like a growing stillness right at your very core. Think about that jangled feeling. You know it, right? That inner static of anxiety and stress we all get. Well, the practice of meditation slowly, consistently, starts to replace that jangled feeling with a sense of being steady. It's a real, tangible shift from all that internal chaos to a solid calm. But here's the thing. This feeling doesn't just appear overnight. It's not a switch you can just flip. It's something that you have to cultivate, that you grow over time with consistent practice. So what does that actually look like in real life? Well, this is kind of how it builds. After a few weeks, you start to notice that the daily annoyances, they don't knock you off balance as much. A few months in, the bigger things, the stuff that used to really get under your skin, they just have less of a hold on you. And over years, you cultivate this deep inner steadiness. I mean, a sudden loud noise might not even make you jump anymore. You experience it from a place that is just fundamentally unshaken. Okay, but this brings up a really important question. If you're not getting knocked off balance by stuff, does that mean you just don't care anymore? Does all this inner stillness make you emotionally numb? And the answer is a definite no. Actually, the total opposite happens. You become more compassionate, more capable of feeling for other people. The key difference is that you aren't swept away by those emotions. You can feel things deeply, but you don't lose your own center in the process. And that right there, that's the whole point. This inner immovability, this unshakable core, that's the key to everything. It's what lets you face all these stressful situations head on, feel what you need to feel, and not be broken by them. This all leads us to this really powerful and ancient metaphor that just perfectly captures the result of this whole process. I mean, this metaphor just says it all, doesn't it? The storms of life, the divorce, a job loss, some unexpected crisis, that's the rain, the floods, and the wind. And they will come for every single one of us. The only real question isn't if the storm will hit, but what your foundation is built on when it does. And that's the connection. Meditation is the practice of building your foundation day by day on the solid rock of your own inner silence. And when that foundation is secure, the storms can rage all they want, but they cannot knock you down. You stay centered. But here's what's really profound. Becoming this resilient, steady person, that isn't even the end goal. It's actually just the beginning. It's the stable foundation upon which much, much greater things can be built. This very same inner silence is the necessary groundwork for some pretty profound spiritual experiences. It's the foundation for a more refined way of seeing the world, for what some call divine ecstasy, and it's even considered the first stage of enlightenment. Just handling stress better? Turns out that's just the first really practical benefit. So, we'll leave you with this question. If you built a foundation so solid that no storm could ever shake it, what would you then have the freedom and the stability and the courage to build on top of it? What becomes possible when you're no longer afraid of the storm?